Monday is not a fun day, and Tuesday another blues day. Wednesday's getting better, Thursday doesn't matter, and Friday is the last day. And then it's W-E-E-K-E-N-D, it's weekend. W-E-E-K-E-N-D, it's weekend. W-E-E-K-E-N-D, it's weekend. W-E-E-K-E-N-D, it's weekend.
Okay, I love that song. Hey, everybody, welcome back. It's been a couple of months, actually, and welcome back to the Club with Lucas. If you don't know what time it is, well, I'm going to tell you. It is a couple of minutes past 11 o'clock, and welcome to The Voice. I want to give a mad shout-out. Mad shout-out to the beautiful people at the Comedy Clubhouse. And we have so much to talk about because it's been a couple of months because my last show I had to interrupt. We actually had a beautiful last show, so I want to give a mad shout-out, actually, to my boy Raleigh of music fame. You can find his music as well on Instagram and everywhere else as Rally with R-A-L-L-Y-E, and also the beautiful people at the Comedy Clubhouse. But I had a beautiful night at the Comedy Clubhouse yesterday. It was their Kill, Bang, or Marry. I messed that order up as well. Sorry, Lady Belinda. But it was their Kill, Bang, Marry night, and they do that once a month, I believe, on Fridays, maybe elsewhere, and other places as well, and every month. And it was a fantastic time. We had a beautiful time. I want to give a mad shout out and happy birthday to Lady Camille as well, and my beauty queen, Nancy Goldstein, who was actually here a few months ago, I want to say 3 or 4 months ago, had a wonderful, rousing time for herself in London. So thank you, Nancy, for that. Thank you, everybody, for that, and Belinda as well. Just follow these people, okay? And if you don't know what's going on, if you ever need a night out, if you ever need to know what's going on, I just want to let the Comedy Clubhouse people know. If you ask ChatGPT a fun night out in English in Barcelona, touristy but not too touristy, Comedy Clubhouse comes up. So I just want to give a mad shout out to them and thank you, everybody, as well. Thank you for being here, everybody. Welcome back, Gather Round Children. We're going to be throwing this out on Al Gore's interwebs, which, of course, he did create. And you are mine for a couple of brunch-filled hours, actually, here. We're going to be joined in just a little while by an internet viral star. IG, TikTok, educator, marketing expert, tutor. She's actually finishing up a load of stuff here in Barcelona. Diana Hernandez, who's viral TikTok stuff and Instagram has really blown up. I mean, she's got about 1 million followers through all the chats and through the social networks, rather. Excuse me. It's been a couple months that Lucas has been off, and she's going to be joining us. And not only does she have her show with that she's doing, where she actually teaches you a little bit with Spanish with Diana, but she also has Viaje con Diana because she is also a digital nomad. And I want to talk to her a little bit about that because she is a nomadic queen and she's made a very beautiful base for herself all around the world. And that stuff is, well, I also want to talk a little bit about spirituality with her, so we get into that and the nitty-gritty later on. Now, if you stay around for the second hour as well, you're going to be talking to your boys of the Expat Escapology Anthology Hour here at The Way Shit Works. Well, there in an hour at The Way Shit Works now. But I want you, beautiful children of the corn, to follow me. You can follow me on Instagram at The Club with Lucas. That's Lucas with a C, not with a K. People were asking yesterday. On Instagram, you can also follow us on FB and Meta, other things on Meta, English Radio BCN. Of course, RCE 1069 at FM as well on YouTube if you want to watch us with your peepholes, and RCE.cat. Now, we do have a little bit of news that I want to serve up because it's been gone so long that I want to jump into some fresh music. Like I said, remember, you can catch the jams live as well at 106.9 FM if you're here in Catalonia, and all across this beautiful world at RCE.cat. Because some stuff has gone on that I really want to report on before I talk about cat love, because it's real. And this dog dad really wants to talk to you about something that's special. And I think men who love cats, I'm learning something about that. But anyway, before we get into that, so much has happened, and we're not going to talk about too much of the drama and nothing to do necessarily with politics. But I do want to say that because of things that have gone on in reference to other wars and other lands out in the Middle East, there have been some interesting negotiations going on. Obviously, we know there was a stoppage with La Vuelta or something like that, La Vuelta a España with the bike ride. But also, Spain is announcing that they may boycott themselves from the 2026 Eurovision Song Contest if someone is allowed to participate. Other people are talking about that too. However, Catalan President Salvador Illa, I want to talk about this. He's been pushing for some stuff to happen in reference to political coexistence, and that would be a bringing together of peace. And I would just want to say that in this show, specifically, we really want a little more peace. That's actually one of the reasons why I want to talk to Lady Diana, not only about not just being a nomadic queen, a digital nomad queen, and a viral star and a marketeer, but also about bringing more peace and actually pushing forth, I know people like to call it manifesting, pushing forth some better goodness in this. And I love the fact that there are actually factions of our beautiful country that are working together. Now, I also want to say that there's been an interesting change here in Barcelona where we beautifully broadcast, because our local our local mayor, Jaume Colliboni, who just incidentally is the first gay mayor in the history of Barcelona, is pressing for the removal of certain dramas that had happened here in Barcelona, because they're also reporting, along with Catalonia's interior minister, that crackdowns in Barcelona have actually decriminalized, have actually pushed down a lot of the drama that we were dealing with in reference to crime over the years past, certainly pre and post the pandemic, but that has pushed repeat offenders towards Girona and central Catalonia. So they're also giving out, and this is why they actually sent these out to some of us here in the interwebs. They sent us these reports to actually mention that there has been concern over certain types of violence, specifically pickpocketing, attacks, and sexual violence in and around the central provinces and more towards Girona. So they're asking people to please keep an eye out on that. And I want us to keep an eye on that as well. But I also want us to keep an eye on fresh music, because over the last part of my last season, before the summer, I was really focusing on a lot of classic music because I was grooving the hell out to 70s like I can't even tell you. Well, we're going to turn the tide, and I want to make mention of this just to step aside any drama with a YouTube. We will only play snippets at the beginning and end of songs. But remember, I repeat again, Children of the Corn, you can find the full song, always 11:11 on the clock, rce.cat and 106.9 FM. All right, folks, this is DJ Jazzy D. Nothing to do with Fresh Prince, my people. But this is called A Place in My Heart. And I have just been jamming to this for the last couple of months because of what I'm going to talk to you about, a cat who has a place in my heart. All right, kids, it's 11:11. We'll be right back with cat love. Damn, y'all. Okay. Again, you can catch the jams live on 106.9 FM, rce.cat. And if you're here in the studio, you can see my sexy ass groove into that music because it is so beautiful. In fact, it reminds me of a band. If you remember a band named Jeanne, hey, Mr. DJ. Now, that was just lovely, lovely, lovely. And that was DJ Jazzy D in my heart. Now, place in my heart. Now let's talk about cat love because we're actually waiting with our viral TikTok Instagram star lady, Diana Hernandez, fellow Latina. I'm very happy to have her on the show today. And shout out to my boy Bobby from the Bronx who actually hooked me up with her months and months and months ago. And we were actually going to do something in July, but something happened with some cats. So I want to talk about that because I have been a dog man since I was 10 years old. Okay, I won't name that, but it was maybe in the late 80s, probably more in the early 90s. Don't question me, children. I am 39. And I was gifted a cat that was found inside of a trash bag full of water inside of a container bin in San Cugat, trying to drown a cat that was the size of my phone at the time because he was weeks old. And my ex and I rescued this baby, and this little man was a Maine Coon / Tabby mix. And we named him Lola. And yes, I named him Lola. But she started life as a Lola because when they came, she was full of worms, and the veterinarian couldn't really see her little private parts, but they said that it was a woman, and they were very impressed because tabbies aren't usually women, especially Maine Coon Tabby mixes. So she said, this baby's going to get big, so you should be prepared for that. And he's quite a little thing. Eventually, his big labias were actually little balls, and they dropped, and we changed the name to Lolu from Lola. And the little man followed up one of my mascots. I helped run an academy here. Shout out New Britannia and my queens, Diana and Tara. And our mascot, Tara's little baby girl, Penny, had to pass away. And she was almost 20. This child was marching to 21 years old, this cat. So needless to say, I lost my shit because this cat was very loved. Days later, my little Lolu got an intestinal blockage. And not only was it a very scary thing because it could have been fatal, but it was also required instant surgery. And we were running around the city because, of course, it was also the holidays as July was ending and his specialist doctor from his insurance was gone out of the country. And so, shout out to my boy Javi in Hortavet. I know I'm continuing just dragging on, but I'm actually making a little bit of time for Diana to show up. And Balmes Vet as well. Hortavet and Balmes Vet, I have to sing their praises as well. Because it was a successful surgery, even with some complications later on, because he does have a little bit of irritation in his intestines. And it was a very expensive thing, but I cannot tell you how much amount of understanding of love I have for cats that I never knew that I could. Firstly, I even had to inject this child after the treatment started, which we had to do for about a month and a half of treatment. He's doing much better now. Thank you very much. It's been 2 months almost of treatment. But I've been such a dog dad. I treated this little boy for the last 5 years. He just turned 6, kind of like a dog. And that means there's a lot more attention maybe, but the way that cats give love is very, very interesting. And I've noticed that some of my business sessions that I have with gentlemen who are single, they have cats. And I never really understood until this situation. I know I love my baby boy. I've loved him for forever. But the intensity, the understanding of a cat, like dogs and I believe humans, there's a reason why dog spelled backwards is God. And that, they're called man's best friend or what have you, woman's best friend, human's best friend. But this understanding of the love that I have for this cat knows no bounds. And I didn't understand my unconditionality for the felines until this scary, scary ass situation happened. Now, I have to say, get yourself some medical insurance. Okay? If you have an animal that is under the age of, depending on the species, dog, cat, under the age of 7 or 8, especially if you have good banking systems here, like with BBVA, or I have to shout out the Caixa Bank and the Adeslas that they work with. Because of some 2023 to 2024 laws that were passed underneath the Sanchez administration, there is actually a lot of coverage that younger animals can receive, and then it continues as long as they're insured to the day that they pass. And I'm not kidding. It does help with costs. Now, it didn't really help me with costs because it happened from the end of July through September when everyone was on holiday. And that's the way it goes. And a part of it had to happen over the weekend at Balmes Vet. And you already know. If anyone knows, then you know, to quote Biggie. If you don't know, now you do. But anyway, I just want to shout out to all of the moms and cat dads and dog and lovers and animal babies and fur babies that we have. I would also like to say a lot of the reason why these things have been covered under protection is because there are now in Spain more domesticated cats and dogs than children. Yay! We won! Okay, that's another thing. All right, we're going to throw on some music, and then if my queen is not here, I'm going to talk about something else. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's probably not going to be about Taylor Swift. Now, here's the thing we're going to talk about. I'm going to talk about this girl, Ivy. Now, she's dropping out of, well, she's not, she's actually been doing some work in the past already with with other producers, but she's been making some music that I paid attention to. Now, I think, I'm going to look this up, so I'll let you know afterwards. She's French, or Canadian. This is Mystery Girl, and that's actually the name of my dog. So this is actually why I chose this. It's a new track that she just released over the summer. You can check her out. That is Ivy, like the plant. Yes, Ivyeugr. This is Mystery Girl. We'll be right back in 3.5 minutes. Remember, catch the gems live, everybody, on 106.9 FM and RTE.cat.
Well, she spends her days in a dream world, waiting for someone just to knock on her door. And she's always been such a sweet girl, doesn't know now what she's looking for. She's so naive, only. There's so much you don't know. There's so much you don't know. There's so much you don't know. Well, she always gets with the wrong guys. Now she's with someone only cares for themselves. And she waits at home in the parlor, looks at the window for something else. She's so naive. 20 years, but she's still just a teen. There's so much you don't know. 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 There's so much you don't know.
That was Ivy with Mystery Girl, and Mystery Girl is actually here in the house in the studio. Lady Diana Hernandez, Spanish with Diana, Viaje con Diana. We've got the queen right here looking at herself and knowing her that she looks fabulous. Thank you for being here. My intelligent queen. I've called you a multi-hyphenate. I don't know if we say multi-hyphenate.
No, what does
Yeah,
it mean?
it's when you have lots of titles to your name.
Ah, okay.
Because Mina, we got you as a marketer, you're a content creator, you're a viral technology star, you're a Spanish tutor, you're a digital nomad.
Yeah.
Okay. Entonces, I had said familia. If I didn't say it, I'm going to say it to you now. We might be doing this in Spanglish because we are going to walk down memory lane together because you have arrived here from Colombia originally, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Now, you arrived here for many reasons because you are also a businesswoman on top of everything. And a content creator, and she's gonna teach Lucas some things today.
But your Spanish is very good, so.
It should be because I do have Chicano, Mexicano blood, girl from Texas. But what brought you here originally to Barcelona? Like why Barcelona of all places?
Well, I was here like 2 years ago, and I love the city.
What do you like about the city, madam? Excuse me for interrupting.
Yeah, of course. The beaches, I don't know, the environment is very multicultural. Yeah, you can find a lot of people from all around the world. Yeah, what else? I don't know. It's just like quiet and nice. Also, if you want partying, you find partying. You find everything here, you know. If you want a peaceful place or everything, you find it. So I found it like the perfect combination of everything.
Yes,
it's safe too. It's
A little closer to you, love.
gracias.
Yes, ma'am.
So yeah, I loved it, and yeah, I was in Colombia. I was traveling around the world for a bit, like around Europe, some Asian and African countries.
Oui. May I ask you about Asia really quickly?
Yeah.
Did you have any favorite spots of Asia? Out of curiosity, I'm curious about that.
Well, not yet. I've just visited countries like Turkey, Georgia.
Oh, so that part. Okay, so like
Israel.
Eurasia, East. Okay, so Israel as well. Now, when you're traveling, do you speak in Spanish or you speak in the English?
In English.
I see.
See, I
Do you
had
try
to.
practicing any Spanish? I'm just curious because I think that there was a lot of people that speak Spanish in other parts of the world. Maybe not Asia.
Oh, in Asia, not really, not too much. Not, yeah. Some people like know Colombia and like, yeah, they know like the famous TV show Narcos, you know. That's a reference. But I was trying to teach them like, no, we are more than that. And yeah, Shakira, of course.
Of course.
But yeah. You know something curious? People know
tell
a
me.
lot about telenovelas.
This is what I want. This is my next question. Off the thing, I know this is not, but wait a minute. Okay, so if you're thinking about telenovelas, okay, what do they ask about that?
No, they were saying like random
Oh,
phrases
Latinos and
or words of telenovelas, like, tú eres mi madre. Someone says one, I was like, what?
No, I'm not.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, very like, you know, like very dramatic, very.
Which
like,
countries that you've traveled through as a digital nomad, like we said, which ones have given you a lot of energy? Like places that were really inspiring or something that, you know, manifested new things to you?
manifesting. Well, Barcelona.
Yeah.
Sí. The first time I was here, I manifest like I wanted like really to live here, and I see myself like doing big things here. So
Right on.
that was good. Maybe when I visited Dubai too, I say like,
Ooh.
okay, I want to come back here to do businesses here. So
Okay.
that's another manifesting. And
Well,
so
let me
many
ask
places.
you. May I ask you about when you're doing these kinds of things, making content more specifically, and you're in all these different places around the world?
Sí.
Do you modify what content you want to create based on the places that you are? Or is it always just basic speech, teaching tidbits of Spanish?
Well, it's inspired of my like Anglo-parlantes.
The English speakers.
Exactly. Yeah, English speakers, just English speakers. So most of the time, I'm just thinking about them, like how they can improve their pronunciation or the difference between English and Spanish. False friends, you know, or
Can you please, okay, children, listen up, because at least about just under 50% of the audience is Angloparlantes. Okay, we actually have a little more that are Spanish and Catalan. Shout out to my people. But what are some tontations, some tonterias that we Angloparlantes create typically? Are there some things that you could say, guys, stop doing this, please? Is there anything that you could think of that is silly Billy?
Okay, there are two, like, they are coming to my mind now, and they are, like, driving me crazy. And one of them is uno momento.
Ay, certo.
It's not uno momento, it's un momento, por favor. Un momento.
Why do you think we do it? You know, in Italian, it's uno momento.
Ah, it's because it's in
Could
Italian.
be, I don't know. I'm just wondering. No, seriously, it is. Perché posso parlare, but, okay.
Parlare italiano?
Mm-hmm.
Sí,
Okay.
okay, that's one, and it's very common.
Yeah.
Another one is
No, I don't do it.
no problema. It's no, because I think, yeah, it's because in English it's no problem, but it's actually no hay problema.
No hay problema.
No hay problema. So, yeah. So you guys use it all the time, but you are not saying correct.
¿Y ningún problema?
Oh, ningún problema está bien.
Okay.
Sí, ningún problema.
Pinches chicanos.
No hay
Okay.
problema.
All right. I want to do, okay, well, we can actually, I'm supposed to jump into another music track, but I want to ask you a question before we do the music, please.
Sí.
No, I'm going to do something better, actually.
Okay.
Because the next segment would be better after the question, because it talks about a little more about the spiritual angle of things. But when you're doing something reference to, I believe you're finishing up some university stuff here, or doing some university stuff here. What do you see? If there are any differences you see about unis here versus back home in America?
Well,
Because we're also older and mature. I'm 84 years old. Okay, I'm 84. She's very young. But we're not children anymore. So do you see differences here from that standpoint?
yeah, here I think the education is very kind of free, that you are okay, at uni you are responsible of your things, but I think probably back in Colombia, teachers are more like following you a little bit kind of and teaching more. Here the teaching is more that like autodidacta is in Spanish.
Autodidactic, yeah. You do it
Autodidactic.
yourself.
You
and-
have to do it yourself. You are responsible, and if you are not doing it, it's your problem. So I think, yeah, it's a little bit, and the teachers are a little bit more like not cold. I would say no, they are not bad, but they are a little bit more cold.
Distant, yeah.
And I think Colombia teachers are more like, like close, that you can like talk like closer to them, and they are more like
Es una cosa americano then, because I would say the same thing about the U.S. and Canada as
See?
well. I wonder then, if when you travel around this world, I'm trying to live vicariously, vicariamente a través de ti, mija, because I haven't traveled as much as you have. But when you see these differences in whatever I'm wondering if it builds not just the empathy gene, but understanding more of the people with like a different type of compassion for these people. You know, the people that you see when you're traveling these different places. Like, I can't even imagine what it was like in Africa. That's another one of my bucket lists. What have you learned about some of these travels, on these travels?
Well, what I've learned is like we are all people. We are like human beings, and it doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your
Testify.
like color, your skin color. We are all different, but I think that's beautiful. We are like just like people. I mean, I don't see people like physically. I see souls, you know.
Okay. Yes, I do know.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm so happy because at the beginning I was kind of like more like backpacker, not like digital nomad. Now I grew up, yeah. Now I have like another level, but yeah, but I met a lot of good people that without know me, they were very kind with me. They were very respectful, and I had the best experiences.
How was it growing up in Colombia and coming over here? Was it a beautiful? I feel like if you grew up in a certain time in Colombia, there was its own tension, but there was also there was a liberty as well, just to
Sí.
be, just to exist. Which city in Colombia?
I'm from Ibagué. Ibagué. It's close to Bogota. It's not Bogota. It's not Bogota.
Okay.
It's another, like, I will say, like another state. It's close, and so we are in the mountains. And growing in Colombia, my city was small. No, it's not too big, but was so nice. I have very good memories in my city. It's a small city, so you know everyone.
Exactly.
See, and then we have these beautiful mountains. You can do a lot of hiking, mountain bike.
That's my thing.
Yeah,
Totally.
going to like waterfalls, doing like lunch with your family at the rivers, like by the rivers.
Sounds like Catalonia.
See,
Unless you don't know, but yeah.
see, and it's warm the whole year. We don't have like
As
seasons.
well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's warm the whole year.
How many people live in Bogota? Excuse me.
Wow, millions.
Millions, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not
I would see
sure.
Bogota as a party city too, right?
Party.
To party?
Yeah, it is.
I mean-
I really like Bogota. Some people don't like it because it's a capital city, you know.
Yeah.
So in capital cities they have that like very like vibrant movement, like everything, you know, like businesses.
I love
but
that.
I love Bogota. It's very multicultural too. You find people from all around the world too, and like people very different. They have very different styles. People is very free. Like yeah, we are. I like that in Bogota. That's, yeah.
I have a lot of people who have fallen in love with a lot of Colombianos in my life. Let me
Really?
tell you. Oh, we're gonna talk. We're gonna throw some music, and then we're gonna talk. Oh, now, this is actually another jam that came up on the release radars. Now, whether you're doing your Tidal, your Apple, whatever, when you have the release stuff coming out, I always pay attention to that. This, again, I will remind everybody, you can listen to the tracks on rce.cat, rce.cat, or 106.9 FM if you're here in Catalonia. This is a new lass named Konya Das. That's Konya with ConyA. Konya Das, and this track is called For Everlasting. She's also got a little bit of a rap with another sister with her, and it is absolutely reminiscent of some good neo-soul from the late 90s, early 2000s. Again, catch the jams live on 106.9 FM at RCE. We'll be right back, everybody, with Lady Diana Hernandez.
Love, 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 love. There I said it, and I'll say it again. My dear, your laugh, your smile, that little frown when you get mad. What I like about you is clear. You made it possible for me to see that I'm worthy to be loved. Help me ease my mind from the stresses of the day. So all I ask of you is, can we build forever lasting love? Come on, can we build forever lasting love? Can we build forever lasting, everlasting? Can we build forever lasting love? I need the world to know I'm on a natural high. Just the mention of your name, I can feel 1,000 reasons why. My trusted confidence. All I want is you, nobody else. Your laugh, your smile, a little frown when you get mad. Things I like about you. Soul provider, trusted confidant. All I'm asking is, can we build forever lasting, everlasting? Can we build
All right. Okay, so yeah, that was Konya Das, and check her out. Again, that's Conya. It sounds like a funny word. Actually, de Konya Das, que sounds like a word they use here in Spanish. Now, few things here. Because you created this little mini empire that has just popped up over the last couple of years, really, how do you keep yourself, and this is obviously Lucas in his template of questions, being a nerd, how do you keep yourself aware and motivated when you're making this type of content? Because, you know, this type of importance of being creative, is it important to you in a way to stay creative?
Yeah, it's super important. And yeah, as you say, I think like for creators, sometimes it's difficult to like keep motivated, but I think people is the motivation always. I always see. For example, when I came here in Colombia, it happened to me like twice that some people already know me, like foreigners. For example, I don't know, people from Australia or from America. So that was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing like a big thing. And then here also some people say hello to me at streets. I know you. Thank you very much for everything that you are doing. So that's the motivation for me, more than anything.
Helping people.
Helping people, or when I'm coming here to these kind of spaces where I can share my story and everything. So I think that because I'm doing something, right? I'm doing like I'm doing a work for the world.
You
somehow.
give a service to people.
Yes, as
we do.
service, and it's people from all around the world.
That's right.
And something very curious, I have a friend that is doing some kind of training in some like African country. Oh. And then we grew up together in my neighborhood in Colombia, in Ibagué. And then he called me one day and he was saying, baby, this guy know you. He's learning Spanish with you. I can't believe it. The impact that you are doing in the world. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy because it's in a random like African country. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So in that kind of moments, I'm feeling very inspired and motivated to work and to create more content. And yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, that totally makes sense. One of the things last weekend and earlier this week when we spoke about planning this show was, and it really hit me because that's what hits me hard, is, like I said, this summer really kind of changed my... And it's the emphasis on spirituality, manifesting things, saying positive things, keeping positive mental thoughts and processes going through. Why did you go that route? What inspired you to start thinking and going more of a spiritual route? Because not everybody goes that way. More women, perhaps, but certainly not everyone.
Well, I think when I was at uni, I learned a lot about leadership and inteligencia emotional intelligence.
Yes, ma'am.
So yeah. And then I learned that I have to live the present too. Of course, you need to make to think about what you want, like a purpose. Yep. What are your goals? But you need to also live the present, right? And then I learned too that you need to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else is going to do it.
That's right.
So and a new thing that I learned like this year actually is that if I want to help people, if I want to do more for my community or for my family or for my country, for example, I also need to do the best that I can do for me. Mm-hmm. That's the first thing. Yeah.
Be the change you want to see.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. If I want to do something else for people, to help people, I need to grow up first. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's the thing. And always, you say it, like positive things, positive thoughts. It's helping me a lot. Really, I'm being like in like very random places in the world, and I'm always like thinking positive, thinking like in good things. And it's always, I always have angels, you know. I cannot believe how many angels I have had in my life.
That's right.
But it's something bad or something little bad happened to me. And then someone came to help me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Or I can like sort it out like very easily. So
it would be interesting. I'm throwing this out here. Maybe just little small snippets of content about spiritual things.
Uh-huh.
And because there's so many women,
Uh-huh.
who follow this thing. I mean, you mentioned the power of now. I don't know if you know Eckhart Tolle, but
Yeah.
And so I wonder if there's a niche market for that. I'm just wondering out loud. I'm throwing it into the universe. Okay, we're gonna throw one more track in and come back with our sister because it's not just like we said Spanish with Diana in our little tutorial 30 minutes ago, but we also have Viaje con Diana, and I want to talk a little bit more about that. But my nerd ass is gonna throw something else now. This is a sort of little ditty. This is from a group, a DJ group called Club 8. It's an older track. It's been around for a while. I'm pretty sure some of you have probably heard it in some lounges and whatnot. Again, dealing with heart. A Place in My Heart. This is Club 8. We'll be right back in 3 minutes with Diana Hernandez.
As rain falls on your feet, you stop and stare, and it's so clear that I want you. I don't know your name. It's all the same. You've got a place in my heart. It looks so good, and maybe it could be if we both try. Falling apart could be a start, and I don't mind. The streets do look quite dark. They're closing down something that we started. There's no way to go. We need some light, we need some open space here. It looks so good, and maybe it could be if we both try. Falling apart could be a start, and I don't mind. There's no time, well, there's some time, but it's never the right time. There's no time, well, there's some time, but it's never the right time. It looks so good, and maybe it could be if we both try. Falling apart could be a start, and I don't
Hey, cats! Welcome back. This is The Club with Lucas, and we're here with viral star, marketer, and content creator, Diana Hernandez. Now, I don't actually think that was Club 8, Place in My Heart, but whatever it was beautiful and was giving me, late 90s vibes. Now, you've got some stuff that you're working on, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we tell the good people before we wrap up what this is? Because you're working on an app?
Yeah, I'm working on an app.
Can you mention that, please? I'm curious about this.
Yeah, well, I'm studying here. I'm almost finishing my master's in digital product management.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then my project is an app for teaching English speakers how to like get the rhythm of the Spanish, especially accents, different accents, you know, like
Amen.
accents from Mexico, from Colombia, from Argentina, from here, from Spain, because we all speak Spanish, but the accent, the rhythm is like songs, like different songs. So I want to focus on this, and yeah, like my focus is a little bit more practical, that you can learn like phrases that you actually gonna use, and phrases that yeah, for daily use in different situations. So yeah, that's my plan, and it's like more auditive. Auditive is for people that is auditive, and yeah, because what I thought when I started with this is like I learned English my whole life, right? And then when was time to speaking, I was like, what? Frozen. Yeah, I didn't know what to say, and I was like, but I know,
It's
I
the
know
the
English,
practical part.
exactly, because I knew the grammar, a lot of vocabulary. Literally, my whole life I was studying English. So why,
I can tell. You're
yeah,
very
why
good.
I cannot speak. So when I had to, when I started to travel, when I had to speak, so was when I really like started to practice, to listen. The listening for me was super important, and that thing with the phrases, because yeah, of course I have a lot of vocabulary, but I don't have phrases. So if you have like the phrases ready, like make-up phrases, you can actually speak.
And this is
It's
part of the
faster.
app.
Yeah, it's faster.
yeah.
Exactly. That's what I want to reply or to replicate in my.
Is there a name of the app?
Uh,
Can you? No, okay, no. Okay,
not
don't
yet.
know. Don't know.
I'm working on that, but yeah, it would be yeah.
I love it. Okay, folks. See, this is one of the beauties of why we do what we do here, because there are incredible viral queens and marketeers that are right here next to me, for example, in the studio, doing good stuff for good people. Remember, folks, Spanish is the most spoken language outside of English in the Occidental world, frankly, the world almost, practically, okay? When we're at the Occidental world, let's keep it real. I mean, there are hundreds and hundreds of millions of us in the Americas who speak this language. So learning Spanish is only to your benefit. And one of the beautiful ways to do it is through catchphrases, phrases, false friends understandings, and the verbiage that our lady Diana serves up to you. And you can also follow her, like I mentioned just before the song, that I don't know what song that was, but Viaje con Diana, because you can follow her through her travels. Now with Viaje con Diana, you will watch her eating scorpions with chile. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. And then watch her mouth pop up. I'm kidding. But do you share some of your travels and all that fun there too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sharing that.
It's specifically what social media networks can people find you? It's Instagram.
So on Instagram, I'm Diana Viajes. Viajes is like travels. Diana Viajes, and I have like also Spanish with Diana _ yeah, I'm on Instagram. It's my main social media, and Facebook too. So yeah, you can find me there, and some TikTok. Yeah, I'm pretty
Starting
new
in
on
the TikTok.
Yeah.
Starting in the TikTok. Yes, if they get a different owner, maybe we'll talk about being on the tick and the talk. Diana, thank you so much for being here and for giving us a little bit of inspiration as we get into this new season and this new season of the fall for everybody as well. Folks, remember you can catch her as well as Viajes Diana.
Diana Viajes.
Diana Viajes. I'm dyslexic today. In Spanish with Diana, also with the underscores, everybody on Instagram. You can also catch her on Facebook. And we're going to be throwing this all over the next couple of weeks as well on the interwebs, little snippets and whatnot here. So you're going to catch us as well on RCE and the Club with Lucas. And thank you, Lady Diana Hernandez, for being here. Shout out to my boy Bobby from the Bronx for making this happen. And we're going to take a little bit of a picture right now as I give a shout out to everybody as well for listening, for staying with us. We're kicking off in the 6th year together. And I'm going to throw you one more track before we leave here. And that track is, because I know this thing, oh my God. There is an outfit that has been making beautiful music now. They mesh different genres together. They're called Jukebox Saints, and this is a beautiful album. It's actually the title track of the album as well. A Poor Wayfaring Man, and it's kind of like a spiritual hymn with a dance beat. Remember, love yourself, because if you're not loving yourself, how are you going to do that to anybody else? And we will see you on the flip side next time. Remember, if you want to stay out for the next hour, your Expat Escapology Anthology Hour is coming up with your boys at this shit. The way shit works now. Lady Diana Hernandez, thank you so much for being here. Shout out to the people. We'll catch you later, alligators. Bye.
Bye.
I met a stranger in the night with tired, holy eyes. He didn't ask me for a thing, just needed warmth and time. I broke my scanty bread in two. He blessed and let me eat, and crust became like manna sweet. A mercy low and deep, I found sound rush. I held him up, I filled him past the cup. He drank, then filled it back for me, and I could not get enough. The storm was howling yet inside. I laid him down to rest. I took the floor and dreamed of peace, and heaven filled my chest. Didn't know his name.